You seem to have had a relationship with him that, and you've talked about ending this war in Europe, and you want to end it quickly. How quickly can it end?
Should end immediately. Should have never started. That would never have started if I were. I used to talk to Putin about it. Ukraine was the apple of his eye, but there was no chance that he would ever do it. And he didn't do it. For 4 years, he didn't do it.
Have you spoken to him?
I don't want to say, but I will tell you, it's got to end. And if you look at I'm just talking from a human life. I don't care, Russia, Ukraine, US. These are human beings that are just being slaughtered on this battlefield by the millions. They've already died in cities. The cities are like demolition sites. Many people died. One thing with the Ukraine war, you're going to find many more people died than think. This is a war that should have never started. Biden did a horrible, horrible job in allowing that war to start. It should have never started. It would have never started. It wasn't even tough from that standpoint. One thing, so he allowed energy to go up, way up. If he brought it down, the war wouldn't have started because Putin wouldn't have had the money. Putin makes all his money on energy. And Biden let it go to a record, and Putin had so much money, he was able to do it. So, but that's only one thing. That wasn't even the biggest reason. What was said at the time was so bad. I said, he's going to drive that guy into doing this.
A minor incursion? When he
well,
said
he
that?
used the word minor incursion. That was
don't.
bad. But he said things worse than that. And Putin shouldn't have done it, too. I mean, I'm not blaming only one. Putin shouldn't have done it. He shouldn't have done it, and it has to stop right now.
And the Ukraine has been devastated.
Devastated.
Will it be a negotiated settlement, and will you lead the negotiation?
Well, I hope so. And I put out a truth today that's really strong, and I mean it. And if they don't do that, I'm going to put massive
Explain. If
tariffs.
they don't do what?
If they don't settle this war soon, like almost immediately, I'm going to put massive tariffs on Russia and massive taxes and also big sanctions. And I don't want to do that. You know, I love the Russian people. They're great people. I don't want to do that, but we got to get this war ended. And if they don't make a settlement like fast, and Zelensky, I will say this, he wants to settle now. He's had enough. He shouldn't have allowed this to happen either.
No.
You know, if he's no angel,
right.
He shouldn't have allowed this war to happen. First of all, he's fighting a much bigger entity, okay? Much bigger. But we gave them billions of dollars. The United States spent $200 billion more than Europe. Why did we spend more? You know why? Because Biden never asked Europe to spend more. They spent $200.
It became a U.S.-Russia proxy war because of Joe.
Zelensky was fighting a much bigger entity, much bigger, much more powerful. He shouldn't have done that because we could have made a deal, and it would have been a deal that would have been, it would have been a nothing deal. I could have made that deal so easily. And Zelensky decided that I want to fight. You know, they have 30,000 army tanks. Russia has 30,000 army tanks. Zelensky had none, practically. You don't fight those. Now, then we started pouring equipment, pouring. And they had the bravery to use the equipment. But in the end, that's a war has to be settled. So the field is interesting because it's very flat. It's great farmland, okay? It's very flat. There's no protection. The only thing that's stopping a bullet that gets shot, they can go for miles, is a human body. And they're being hit left and right. And they're losing millions of people. Young, beautiful people are dying on the battlefield. And it's got to stop.
Zelensky did say for the first time that he would be open to a negotiated settlement.
He says that. He should have said that a long time ago.